But sometimes we want a soulmate before we even become the version of ourselves that can recognize one. We don't even be knowing what it is. Yeah, I said it. We don't even know how to recognize a soulmate because we're not even prepared to receive that person. But we're so quick to put a label on it, okay? Question. Do y'all really believe in soulmates? Like one person out of billions around the world just walking around on this earth waiting on you? Or is that just something we like to believe so love feels more magical? Because if that's the case, why do so many soulmates come with stress and confusion and a whole lot of overthinking? Yeah. Y'all come on in. Let's talk about this.
Welcome to Chirp Session, hosted by AC Thompson.
Welcome to the Chirp Session Weekly Diary, where we talk everything, especially the love stuff we all be trying to figure out. I am your host, AC Thompson. And today, y'all, we are asking the real question. Are soulmates real? Or are we just naming strong connections and hoping that they last forever? I be stirring the pot, don't it? And I'm going to keep stirring. We going to eat today. Now listen, I'm not here to kill nobody's fairy tale. If that's your dream, keep dreaming. I believe in fairy tales. I love to play the devil's advocate, though, when it comes to expanding on how we think on certain issues. I love, just like the next person. And I love the idea that that person feels like home. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to break this down in a way that actually makes sense, okay? Get your pen and your papers, take some notes. We're going to have some questions at the end, okay? So what do most people think a soulmate is? They think that a soulmate is effortless. They think that it's perfect timing. They think that it's no arguments, no confusion, just vibes and butterflies, what I like to call fireflies. All that forever. Baby, it sounds good, but that's not always real. That's not how it always works, okay? Some of y'all are not looking for a soulmate. You're looking for comfort that never challenges you. Say that one more time. Y'all are not looking for soulmates. You are looking for comfort that never challenges you. I'm going to hit you with this. Scientists say you can realistically have multiple strong compatibility matches in a lifetime, not just one. And get this, your brain releases that same bonding chemical, oxytocin and dopamine, in different relationships, depending on that emotional connection. So what that means is somebody can feel like your person and still not be your forever person because they made you feel, they gave you that hit of that dopamine in that moment. Sit there right there for a second and think about that. How many times we've been in situations thinking they were going to work out and they didn't? What if a soulmate isn't just somebody you stay with forever? What if it's somebody who, number one, teaches you something deep, number two, shifts your perspective on things, or number three, helps you grow into that next version of yourself? Y'all, we find ourselves in situations to where if you think about a person you could have dated or been with and how it helped you transition into that next space in your life, we should be thankful for the people that come into our lives, even if it's heartbreak that's involved. I feel like everything is a part of our growth. Some soulmates are not meant to stay. They are meant to, I'm going to say mold you. I'm not going to say change you, but mold you and sculpt you and help you grow into who you are destined to be. And I'm going to be real with y'all. I used to think if something felt strong, if it was intense, if it was deep, that meant that means it was meant to last forever. Like if it pulled on my heartstring a certain way and it's playing the violin, oh yeah, that has to be my person. But the older I get, y'all, at this big age of 40, I am realizing some connections feel strong because they're trying to teach you something. They're not trying to keep you. They're trying to teach you something. And sometimes we We don't recognize the lesson in front of us and we think, oh, this is the person I'm supposed to be with, when this person could have been sent or brought into our lives for a specific reason. Let me ask you this. Have you ever met somebody that felt right? They felt all the way right. They just good on the inside. But that situation just didn't work out. Did you call it bad timing? Or was it just not the right fit? Or are you just holding on to someone because of how it felt, not for what it actually is? So it's like a drug. We get a hit of something, we like it, we want it, and we keep wanting it, right? Let's talk about this respectfully. You might be forcing that soulmate label. You might be forcing it. And around here at Chirp Session, y'all, chirpers, baby, y'all listen up. We don't like to force things. When we start to force things, we try to make a piece fit that don't go in that spot. It don't ever turn out the way that it's supposed to turn out, or you think it's going to turn out. And your way of knowing if you're forcing that soulmate label on a situation is if that situation's always confusing, if you're constantly anxious, you got that stomach ache, if you're trying to figure that person out, if you're doing the most, if you are doing a ton more of the emotional work, baby, that's not alignment. That is exhaustion. You have to decide and you have to decode a person all the time. You have to make all the decisions. You got to figure the puzzle out. Y'all, that's not your soulmate. And I'm going to be honest, and I'm going to keep being honest, and we're going to keep chirping about it. Some of y'all calling people your soulmate because y'all trauma bonded and y'all shared a couple of playlists on Apple Music. You done cried together twice, and now y'all connected on a deeper level. No, ma'am. That's emotions. That's not destiny. I can cry with a stranger and I feel like that's my soulmate. I can share a playlist with anybody, and that's not my soulmate. Don't make it something that it's not, y'all. Now, I'm going to balance it out. I'm going to stop fussing, and I'm going to balance it out, because good love does exist. Love does not hurt. People do, and I will say it over and over and over and over again. A real connection will feel like this. It'll be peace and not pressure. It'll be clarity and not confusion. It will be consistency and not guessing games. It ain't perfect, but it feels safe. You feel like you're at home. You feel like you can communicate, even when you're at each other's heads about stuff. Real love does not have you guessing. It has you growing. And once you figure that out, y'all, you will look at the whole soulmate situation so differently. And we don't talk about this enough, but sometimes we want a soulmate before we even become the version of ourselves that can recognize one. We don't even be knowing what it is. Yeah, I said it. We don't even know how to recognize a soulmate because we're not even prepared to receive that person. But we're so quick to put a label on it, okay? Before we close this out, I want y'all to really sit with this. Number one, do you believe in one soulmate or do you believe in many? Number two, has love in your life been peaceful or just passionate? Is it a peaceful, at-home feeling, or is it just more intimate and passionate, right? And be honest, are you looking for your person or are you looking for a feeling? Y'all, because I've seen it in so many situations where people can move on so quickly to the next. You want to know why? Because they're chasing a feeling. They're not looking for that person. Here's where I stand, y'all. I do believe in deep connections. I do believe in people crossing paths for a reason. I do believe in soulmates. But I also believe not everybody that feels good is meant to stay. And not everybody's soulmate is forever. Sometimes, y'all, they're just part of the story that helps you get to where you're supposed to be. Just because it felt powerful, it don't mean it's permanent. And we have to be able to distinguish that, all right? If this episode got you thinking a little different, send it to somebody, y'all. Send it to somebody you always talk about relationships and love with, because they need to hear it as well. Make sure you subscribe to Chirp Session on your favorite platform. Follow Chirp Session on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, and X so we can keep this conversation going. Next episode, y'all, we are talking about the attentive partner. And yeah, some of y'all might get called out. And I ain't even mad about it. Because I love y'all, man. We in this together. Thank y'all for tuning in this week. I know it's been a minute. I've been MIA for a couple weeks, but I'm back and better than ever. I love y'all, chirpers. Y'all have a good one. We'll talk next week.